Holy crap. I'm about to break down all the reasons that we might be in the final days of the Trump dynasty. But first, I need you to follow, like, share, and comment below so that way we can get this video pushed out to more people. All right, so there's been speculation for days that something is up. Clearly, his health has been deteriorating as we've been seeing swollen ankles, bruises on his hand, a much more swollen face. But I'm no doctor, so I'm not going to speculate what he has. It could be any number of things. But what we will talk about is all the weird dots that are starting to connect. First, let's go with the fact that he went almost 2 weeks without golfing. 2 weeks. That's like insane for him. All right. That shit doesn't happen. Second, for the last like week, he's barely been seen. I think it was like the last 3 days that he'd only been seen in that one grainy Bigfoot like picture of him walking to the car. All right. So that's two of these dots so far we're connecting. Three is we know that they work with the MAGA influencers on social media, right? We've seen it in the past with the Epstein binder and all that. Those guys have been working overtime to push this narrative that he's fully healthy, sharing pictures and photos and videos of him golfing from like a year ago, trying to portray it as it happening this weekend, saying he's in Virginia golfing, but yet there's palm trees in the background, right? Clearly something's up and they're trying to hide it for him. The next dot is the last cabinet meeting he had. It sounded like a going away party, right? Where everybody gets together to wish the guy that's retiring a nice, happy life, talking about how much they love him, how he's the greatest thing ever, how he's the best president we've ever had. I get that they lick his boot quite a bit, but this sounded more than normal. Almost like they knew the end of days were coming for him. Next, he's had some really weird comments. Like, he's not an overly religious person. In fact, he doesn't really talk about it much unless he's trying to sell Bibles to people. But on like two occasions, he's now talked about trying to get to heaven, right? He did it in a Fox News interview. He did it in a Truth Social post. He's clearly thinking about the end days a lot more than what he has in the past. It's because he knows that they're coming sooner rather than later. Lastly, we have JD Vance out of nowhere bringing up in an interview that he's ready to take over as president if anything bad were to happen. Now, that's not crazy out of the ordinary when your president's 80 years old, but when you think about it, everything just seems like something more is up. So what do you think? Is JD Vance going to be able to hold the MAGA movement together, or will there be so much infighting that it'll just implode? Let me know below.